There's a lot of really good things going for this pistol. One is super concealable. It's very small, very thin profile, and you can easily stash it underneath a shirt or hide it in your clothing or even a pocket if you wanted to, and it won't print badly at all. I mean, if you get the right holster, you can walk around with this thing and nobody will be the wiser. Now, another good thing the Thunder 380 has going for it is the decocker right there. And as you can see, it's not loaded right now, but as you probably just saw, when I racked it with the decocker off, it brought the hammer back. And then you can press the decocker and it'll bring the hammer back down. Now here's the best part about this pistol, is you can safely load up a magazine with the decocker enabled, and it loads safely, putting one into the chamber, and with the decocker activated, the trigger is disconnected from the hammer. Big fat nothing. I can pull that trigger all day, every day, with that loaded magazine and one in the pipe. That hammer's not going to budge because that trigger is completely disconnected. Now, when I pop that decocker off, that's a whole different story. Now, another great thing about the Bersa, it is super accurate. For what it is, being a cheaply made gun, and it's fairly inexpensive, it's darn accurate. It's real accurate. So you can confidently carry this thing concealed, knowing you can rapidly deploy it and hit accurately. That's really good. Now, we've already talked about some of the good things as far as this pistol goes. Well, let's talk about some of the complaints that we have. There are generally two major complaints. The first one is mag capacity. So if you have the standard issue magazines, they'll carry 7 to 8 depending on what kind of mags you got, but usually it's between 7 and 8. But there's a way to fix that. There we go. Standard magazine with 22 rounds. Problem solved. Now, the second major shortcoming you're going to come across is range. And that's what we're going to focus on with today's video. What is the effective range of the Bersa Thunder 380? As you can clearly see, it does not have a very long barrel on there, and to say that the 380 ACP isn't a very potent round, well, that's pretty obvious when you take a look at the darn thing, and especially if you do any kind of penetration testing. Because the round is fairly underpowered, the range is going to suffer. It's not like you see in the Hollywood movies. These bullets are not coming out of here like a laser beam. They do drop. And with these 95 grain pills, they are still going to drop. That's fairly light still, but because of the nominal lack of power that's back in those pills, it's going to drop a lot sooner than most other rounds. So we're going to put that to the test today. Okay, so here's the plan. The idea here to measure the range of the Bersa Thunder 380 is the target is going to be set up back here, and I have it marked off 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18 yards. And I'm going to step back and I'm going to fire one round from the Bersa at each of these ranges, and maybe a little bit in between if I'm seeing any kind of significant changes. That way we can track the drop as it goes further down the target, and we can have a better idea of it. So first and foremost, I'm going to need more ammo. 7 rounds ain't going to do it. So we're going to be rolling with the drum today. So because we're anticipating the drop, the aim point is going to be a lot higher up here to start off, and that's what the aim point is going to be for the entire thing, because the first few rounds should hit that no problem, but as we go, they're going to steadily drop in the target. Okay, so here we go, starting off at 3 yards. Let's get going on this. All right, let's bump it back. Right about 5.